Good morning, everyone. We are going to our next topic, which is the Earth's processes that shape Earth. We are going to talk about the certain geological processes make and destroy rock, the processes that shapes the features of the Earth, the processes that also influence the type of rock that is found in a certain area of Earth's surface. Hazardous processes. Geology is the study of the Earth and its history. Geologic processes affect every human on the earth all of the time, but are most noticeable when they cause loss of life or property. Such life or property threatening processes are called natural disasters. Among them are earthquake. An earthquake is the result of a sudden release of stored energy in the earth's crust that create seismic waves. Earthquake may occur naturally or as a result of human activities. Smaller earthquakes can also be caused by volcanic activity, landslide, mine blasts, and nuclear experiments. Eruption of volcanoes. Volcanic eruptions happen when lava and gas are discharged from a volcanic vent. The most common consequences of these are population movements, as large numbers of people are often forced to flee the moving lava flow. Volcanic eruptions often cause temporary food shortages and volcanic ash landslides called lahar. Tsunamis. Tsunamis are waves caused by the sudden movement of the ocean surface due to earthquakes, landslides on the seafloor, land slumping into the ocean, large volcanic eruptions, or meteorite impact in the ocean. Landslides. Almost every landslide has multiple causes. Landslide can be initiated in slopes already on the verge of movement by rainfall, snowmelt, changes in water level, stream erosion, changes in groundwater, earthquakes, volcanic activity, disturbance by human activities, or any combination of these factors. Subsidence. Land subsidence is most often caused by human activities, mainly from the removal of subsurface water. Floods. Floods are the most frequent type of natural disaster and occur when an overflow of water submerges land that is usually dry. Floods are often caused by heavy rainfall, rapid snowmelt, or a storm surge from a tropical cyclone or tsunami in coastal areas. There are three common types of floods. Flash floods are caused by rapid and excessive rainfall that raises water heights quickly, and rivers, streams, channels, or roads may be overtaken. River floods. River floods are caused when consistent rain or snowmelt forces a river to exceed capacity. Coastal floods. Coastal floods are caused by storm surges associated with tropical cyclones and tsunami. Droughts. A drought is an event of prolonged shortages in the water supply with whether atmospheric or below average precipitation, surface water or groundwater. A drought can last for months or years or may be declared after as few as 15 days. Hurricanes. Hurricanes, or known generically as tropical cyclones, are low-pressure systems with organized thunderstorm activity that form over tropical or subtropical waters. They gain their energy from warm ocean waters. Tornadoes. Tornadoes form when warm, humid air collides with cold and dry air. The denser cold air is pushed over the warm air, usually producing thunderstorms. The warm air rises through the colder air, causing an updraft. When it touches the ground, it becomes a tornado. Meteorite impacts. The asteroid collision had global consequences because it threw massive amount of dust, sulfur, and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The dust and sulfur formed a cloud that reflected sunlight and dramatically reduced Earth's temperature. Minerals. A mineral is naturally formed or it forms in nature on its own, or some say without the aid of humans. Solid, it cannot be a liquid or a gas. The definite chemical composition, every time we see the same mineral, it has the same chemical composition that can be expressed by a chemical formula, no matter what the size is. Important minerals. What are the important minerals? Quartz. Quartz is one of the primary minerals that originally formed by crystallization from a melt in igneous rock. Clay minerals. Clay minerals are sheet silicates, thus they have a crystalline structure that allows them to break easily along parallel sheets. Calcite. Calcite is easily dissolved in water under slightly acidic condition, thus calcite can be precipitated directly from water. More than 4,000 naturally occurring minerals are there found in Earth. Inorganic solids that have a characteristics chemical compositions and specific crystal structure have been found on Earth. They are formed of simple molecules or individuals elements arranged in repeating chains, sheets, or three-dimensional arrays. Rocks. Rocks are aggregates of minerals that are held together to form a consolidated mass. The three types of rock. First is the igneous rock. Igneous rock is formed when magma or lava is cooled and hardens and solidifies. Second is sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock is formed by the processes of weathering, erosion, deposition, and cementation. Third, metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock is formed by heat, pressure, or chemical change beneath Earth's surface. Geological processes. A variety of processes act on and within the Earth. Here we consider those responsible for natural disasters. Melting, responsible for creating magmas that result in volcanism. Deformation, responsible for earthquakes, volcanism, landslides, and subsidence. Isostatic adjustment due to buoyancy, responsible for earthquakes, landslides, and subsidence. Weathering, responsible for landslide and subsidence. Erosion, responsible for landslides, subsidence, and flooding. Atmospheric circulation, responsible for hurricanes, tornadoes, and flooding. Energy, all processes that occur on or within the earth require energy. Energy can exist in many different forms and comes from a variety of sources. Natural disasters occur when there is a sudden release of the energy near the surface of the earth. Forms of energy. Energy may exist in many different forms but can be converted between each of these forms. Gravitational energy. Energy released when an object falls from higher elevations to lower elevations. As the object falls, the energy can be converted to kinetic energy or the energy of motion or heat energy. Heat energy. Energy exhibited by moving atoms. The more heat energy an object has, the higher its temperature. Heat energy can be converted to kinetic energy as it is when fuel is burned in an engine and sets the car in motion. As we see in the picture at the right side, there are two types of heat energy. The heat energy through conduction or the physical contact with the flame through a metal, and one is the radiation where you can feel the heat through radiation even though it is not close contact to the it is not directly contact to the fire. Chemical energy. Energy released by breaking or forming chemical bonds. This type of energy usually is converted to heat. Radiant energy. Energy carried by electromagnetic waves or light. Most of the sun's energy reaches the earth in this form and is converted to heat energy. Nuclear energy. Energy stored or released in binding of atoms together. Most of the energy generated within the Earth comes from this source, and most is converted to heat when it is released. Elastic energy. By deforming an elastic material like rubber bands, wood, and rocks, energy can be stored in the material. When this energy is released, it can be converted to kinetic energy and heat. Electrical energy. Energy produced by moving electrons through matter. Most of this energy is generated by humans and is converted into heat energy to heat homes or water, or is converted to kinetic energy to drive air conditioners, vacuum cleaners, can openers, and etc.